I think that we are live, baby. Let me know if, excuse me, let me know if you see us as live, because obviously that's probably the most important thing. And once I get the thumbs up that we are live, I will go ahead and get us started. Let me know, let me know. I think we're good. We good, everybody? I don't see anybody yet. You know, I gotta make sure. Okay, I think that we are live. Let me make sure my sound is on. Okay, good. So our sound is on too. I don't know why my sound be randomly turned off, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started because I think we're live. And I want you all to share this. And if this is your first time watching, I definitely want you all to subscribe. We actually have some hugely breaking news. This news came out as early as like late last night from an interview with Trey Gowdy. Some of you all may know him from the Benghazi Committee. Others, like myself, know him more so from his line of questioning during the Clinton email scandal. A lot of people on both sides of the aisle actually have a lot of respect for Trey Gowdy. I don't know much about his politics, but I do know about his investigative skills, and he has done a pretty damn good job when it comes to really proposing some well-researched questions to the people that he is investigating. And this is actually another example of him just doing whatever it takes to get down to the bottom of whatever the hell is going on in our government. So, as you all know, in the last week or so, we've discovered that the FBI, for some reason, has literally lost hundreds of hundreds of potentially thousands of text messages from 5 months. And nobody knows where they're at. Nobody knows how to get a hold of them. Although it was also announced last night that that they are working on getting those text messages. Now, many of you remember when the FBI investigated the Clinton email scandal, they pretended as if there was a bunch of emails they just couldn't find. They couldn't get their hands on. They had no idea where they were. Turns out the NSA had the emails, and they said, well, we could have gave them the emails. They actually never asked us for them. Yeah, seems like one of those situations. These are text messages, people. The NSA is watching all the freaking time. If you want to get text messages, you can get them. So at this point, it's up to the FBI, the Senate Judiciary Committee, which, by the way, managed to have even more text messages turned into them yesterday. So they're actively doing their job, and I'm happy that it seems to be that there's somebody who cares about justice around here, because the establishment Democratic Party and the establishment in general, on the Republican side as well, does not want justice for some odd reason. Now, while Trey Gowdy and the Senate Judiciary Committee were reading these text messages, something stood out, probably more than anything at that point. The day after Donald Trump was elected, the FBI was exchanging, they haven't said which members were exchanging these particular text messages, but they said 2 members of the FBI were talking about the secret society and how they may be having their first meeting of their FBI secret society. Double back, what? What? You shouldn't even be, because these were FBI phones, so this wasn't a joke, and it could have even been a joke, but what do they always say about jokes, right? 80% true. When you say secret society, whether you're being serious or whether you're joking, you're saying this could be our first meeting of the people who plan to undermine Trump, corrupt the investigation, etc., etc. What the hell? What in the hell, people? Now, many people may be surprised by this. I, however, am not, especially as we've come to find out that just during the investigation into the Clinton Foundation in Little Rock, those FBI agents came out and said that high-ranking members of the FBI tried to corrupt their investigation into the Clinton Foundation. We even found out that the Justice Department that is currently in place tried to corrupt the investigation into Clinton. So to believe that there is a secret society within the FBI is not only something that is very, very palatable, but is probably realistic, considering that that's pretty much what all of us who have been paying attention have alluded to for quite some time, because all of the fingers point that way. All the facts point that way. That there was like this cabal that had been planned from the very beginning. That's where the idea of the 17 intelligence agencies came in, where nobody would actually come out and say, yeah, absolutely, this is fact. No intelligence agent would come out and say, absolutely, this is fact. They always say, well, you know, it could be, it could not be. And then we come to find out later on that John Brennan, former director of the CIA, is in charge of a disinformation campaign. He was the one who told the New York Times that bullshit. It got retracted, and then what? People are still trying to... That story was really the story that set off... I mean, it was really originally started with the DNC shit, but that story specifically was the one that set off everything. That was the one that even initiated the Trump dossier, like even gave it any type of relevance. But yet, we're seeing, this is from Trey Gowdy, this literally broke last night, late last night on Fox News. He was like, if there's a secret society, I think that we should be able to, we need to know more about that. Look at the relationships, people. Look at the relationships. We should not be surprised that there is, if there is a secret society. And like I said, I know somebody's gonna be like, well, what if they were just joking? If they're joking about it being a quote unquote secret society, what they're really saying at that point is the group of people who are going to plan a cabal against Donald Trump just to get Clinton reelected, or elected, excuse me. Andrew McCabe, which Trey Gowdy also refers to, even talked about an insurance plan just in case Donald Trump got elected. Andrew McCabe, the same one that the Clinton donors and the Democratic Party helped his wife try to win an election in Virginia and lost. Same one's connected to the Clinton Foundation. Same one that Bill Clinton went to go speak for. But it gets deeper. Like I said, look at the relationships, people. Robert Mueller was in charge of James Comey. They were close by all reports. Look at the relationship with not Platte River, but the Cyberstrike. Or Cyberstrike? I think it's Cyberstrike, yeah. The security, the internet security, digital security, computer security, software security firm, they all do all that good stuff. The CEO, that's the one that the DNC hired, said that they're the ones who said that, yeah, absolutely, Russia did absolutely hack the DNC servers. Okay, let's see it. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. I can't give you proof if you need that. I mean, you have to wait a little bit. We're still waiting for the proof, by the way. Still waiting for that proof. The CEO of Cyberstrike, like I said, don't quote me on that. Pretty sure it's Cyberstrike, but CEO of that firm that does work for the DNC also worked with James Comey and Robert Mueller. So, given all of these mutually beneficial relationships, and all those relationships seem to be leaning towards one party, one establishment wing of one party, given that we have FBI agents, and this isn't something that I made up, that whole the coming out and admitting that the FBI in Little Rock was having their investigation undermined by higher ups in the FBI, that came from the Washington Post. That came from an establishment news outlet. Why are we having to try and figure out whether our FBI is behaving objectively in the investigation of the commander-in-chief? Whether you like it or not, he is a commander-in-chief. And here's why this is dangerous. It's not whether you like him or not. I mean, I don't care. Especially, not only do I not like Trump, but I really don't like Trump now, considering what he did and what he is now allowing to be done in Syria, in Chad, in Venezuela. He's letting AIPAC pimp him out. Everybody who's like, Trump is making America great again. No, he's not. Even the people who think that he's like being tough on illegal immigration. No, he's not. It was his idea to keep DACA in that legislation, because AIPAC has made it very clear about where they stand on DACA. So he's not even doing his job. CrowdStrike. Lynette helped me. CrowdStrike, not Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is a video game, not CyberStrike either. CyberStrike is, I think, some software. CrowdStrike. Thank you, Lynette. But Trump wanted DACA. That's why it's still in that legislation. So the whole, well, Trump is going to save the day, that may have been true at one point, but the dude has enough skeletons in his closet that he's going to be easy to control by the deep state. And it's just unfortunate, but it's true. I don't even entirely blame him for that. I mean, you should have done better in your past, but I'm saying at the end of the day, we should not have to be having a discussion on whether our FBI, or the investigative wing of our government, is going to properly and objectively investigate the executive wing of our government. Has nothing to do with Donald Trump, has nothing to do with Andrew McCabe, has nothing to do with James Comey or Robert Mueller. What it has to do with faith that our justice system and that our democracy is intact. That if there was another situation to arise that involved none of these people, that we can have faith that our institutions will be allowed to do their job. That if someone is guilty and there's proof of such, that they will be held guilty, not because of some ad hominem bullshit, no oligarchical bullshit. You give me a favor, you do me a favor, I'll do you a favor. I don't want any of that. I want guilty, yes or no. If they're guilty, prosecute them. If they're not, don't. And I'm interested to see how these FBI agents are going to get out of this, because I'm going to be pissed if they get out of this, because they actually said that they were looking for ways to delete the text messages, that they were looking for ways to get rid of the text messages. So what's good? What's going to happen? Look, I'm a patient person. I understand this stuff is a process, okay? Law isn't like NCIS, okay? It isn't like Law and Order. You don't wake up one day and then the case is over after 30 minutes or an hour. I get that. At the same time, I want to see people held accountable. I do not give out, I don't give a damn, to be totally honest, I don't give a damn. I don't care about the Republicans. Y'all know me. I don't care about the Republicans. I don't care about the Democrats. What I care about is get your damn job done. Because now, y'all put on notice too, Republicans. So now we know all this information. Are we going to deal with another quote-unquote shutdown-esque situation where you have total control over the House? You have total control over the Senate. You have control over the judiciary. You have control over the Senate Judiciary Committees. You have control of the Justice Department. So you can't blame the Democrats on why things are not getting done, why people are not being held accountable, and why criminals are not being put in jail. Because y'all damn sure will make sure that people who smoke weed end up in jail. But people who are deleting thousands and thousands of text messages, alluding to creating a cabal to get rid of the commander-in-chief simply because they don't like him, Y'all having some trouble getting that done. I want to see results, period. And I think that you all would agree. So leave your thoughts in your comments below. Let me know what you think, people. Make sure you join that one follow $1 campaign, or leave a super chat. Either one's great. If you want to join the one follow $1 campaign, you can do so by clicking on the Patreon link in the description. And always remember, ladies and gentlemen, find your balance. Peace.